I wanna ask. Do you know what other musicians do this? Because I know like maybe like Mariah Carey might be
Mhm.
taking some of her music, right? Like singing, or like Britney, or I don't know if you're aware of the general music sphere, and like what's your opinion on
Yeah, so I
who's
won't pass
taking
it.
it?
I mean, I don't know. I can't
You
like say
can't
for
say.
sure for
Okay.
everybody, but I do think it's very common. So, and in pop music especially, so someone like I think with Christina Aguilera and Britney
Hmm.
Spears, and I think there have been or Ashley Simpson. I don't want to cast aspersions on anybody
Fair.
who
No,
is
fair.
not
Yeah, we
doing
don't
it,
want to. Yeah, 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 yeah.
but
We don't.
yeah.
Not the
But like I
facts.
do think it's
Mhm.
it's very common, and and there's actually a human reason for that too, which is that we expect absolute perfection from
Mhm.
people, which is weird, right? Because if you want absolute perfection, you might as well be listening to a CD instead of a real person,
Instead
right?
of, yeah, a robot, not a
Yeah,
human, right? How about that?
yeah. It is probably not as widespread in classical music, which is what made this so weird,
Hmm.
right? Is that we all expect that maybe Britney Spears sometimes has backup tracks, but the New York Philharmonic, we would be very offended if we
Hmm.
find out that was a CD.
Hmm.
That said, in Barack Obama's first inauguration in January of 2009, Isaac Perlman, Yo-Yo Ma, and that entire quartet that played, they were not really, they were lip syncing along to, and that was because it was like 13 degrees outside and their instruments couldn't work
Oh,
um, in the cold like that. So they were playing to their own recording, whereas
yeah,
I was
yeah.
playing to somebody else who was better than me. But like
Fair, fair, yeah.
it actually, and then the next inauguration, Beyonce lip synced the Star Spangled Banner, and people get so
The national
outraged.
anthem.
Yeah, very
What?
common,
Ali.
very common.
Ali
The Star
shaking his head.
Spangled
Imagine
Banner
in
is.
Kuwait. But you got like in cultural context. I feel like
Mm.
the national anthem is one of those things. I don't know, in Kuwait, if someone faked the national anthem, is that like a big deal? Or is it not? No, they're like.
I
Well,
dare
first,
someone to
how
pick the
hard is it to
national anthem.
sing?
Mhm.
Because I don't know about your national anthem, but ours is impossible to sing. So you have to have like Whitney Houston doing it, because otherwise, yeah, we're like, ah!
Mhm.
And
No,
even
it doesn't
Whitney
matter here
Houston's
as
a
long
great
as.
example because she sang along to her own. The most famous recording of the Star Spangled Banner ever was her at the Super Bowl in I think 1990, and that was a pre-recording of herself, so that was not live. Uh, and so we just expect impossible things from people when it comes to musical quality.
I mean, it's a natural trait of humans to crave some things that are tantalizing, I would say.
Hmm.
Big words, Ali.
What
I'll
does that
admit
mean?
it to you. So,
Tantalizing? Write this
tantalizing is
down.
basically tantalizing means something that you really want but can't have.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
Hmm.
We
humans are
have a
very,
creative writing professor
yeah,
on the show, and you're
Yeah,
using your big
right.
yeah.
words.
There you go.
I'll give you a
What
degree
do you
right
think?
now.
What do you think? That was pretty cool, right? That was amazing. I used to use words. I don't usually do that, but it's true. We as humans like perfection because we are naturally imperfect, right?
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
we look for that at every corner of every aspect of life, be it art, you know, art is a perfection, science must be perfected before we say, you know what, this fact is a fact. It's just, it's hard, you know, it's
Hmm.
hard for people to stay perfect all the time. It's not how it works.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If humans, there's a famous line, I don't know who said this, but someone said if humans were perfect all the time, then they are no longer humans, but they are gods, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So I think that's a very
Robots.
important line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
They're
I mean,
not.
21st century, so we say robots.
Yeah.
No, but it's
Robots weren't a thing back then.
Mhm.
yeah, it's well said. I think you're absolutely right. And it's weird with live performance too, right? Because it's like the whole point of going to a live performance is maybe to get that more raw sound, that
Exactly.
more raw
No,
feeling.
100%. I love like going
Yeah,
to live performance because you hear like the artists, and they're not perfect, right? But they
yeah,
like improvise, and like they do
right.
mistakes, and you hear them, and like you hear
Yeah,
them figuring it out along, and it's
right.
like that's part of the fun of it, right?
Exactly.
If
But
I
we
want to listen,
expect people to
That,
be able to do everything perfectly. And especially I think with pop stars who are also having to dance
dance.
around
Mhm.
and all of this. That's I mean, a few of them can do it. Like Beyonce is like one of my absolute favorite,
I'm sure.
who
Yeah,
queen.
she's
everybody
talented.
loves Beyonce,
Queen.
but for a lot of people that's impossible to dance around in an amazing way and then also be singing like an opera singer at the same time. That's just impossible.
It's
So
not worth. But is it weird? I don't prefer going to live concerts. I'd rather just listen
no,
to
I'm
them.
actually with you on that. I like live, but I prefer actually listening for
Like
real
if
as
I
well.
go to a live concert, it's just it's like a party kind of vibe with an actual performance there.
Yeah.
I go for the crowd, not for the singer. If I go
Yeah.
for the singer, it's just to look at him,
Yeah.
and behold the glory of
Right.
I don't know. Depends on the
J.
musician,
Cole
Ali.
or
I'm sure.
Kendrick
Like,
Lamar.
imagine if like J. Cole came down to Kuwait.
Oh
You
no, I
know,
definitely go.
yeah, see what I mean?
no,
Yeah,
I'd buy
it
the
really
most
depends, though.
expensive ticket. No,
Exactly.
no problems.
Yes.
Literally, backstage pass, after party pass, you name it, I'm there, bro. Like literally, but it's not because I want to hear him, say it live. It's because I appreciate the hard work these musicians put when they step up on stage and perform, right? So as a token of my appreciation, I do attend, right? But if someone like, I don't know, who do I dislike that's a famous artist?
No,
Help me
whatever.
out here. Whoever,
I don't want to. Yeah,
if
whoever.
they come to Kuwait, I'm not gonna go because they're famous and I have to
Mhm,
see them.
mhm,
No,
mhm.
if I don't
The
agree with
music,
what you sing,
mhm.
what you do, then
Mhm, mhm.
I'm not gonna be there.